Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome in, sim racing fans, to round 3 of the HyperGrid racing season. Tonight we're at the legendary Watkins Glen International running the full course layout. This track is all about rhythm. It's all about speed, as well as those flowing S's, heavy braking zones, as well as that signature carousel corner. It's going to take quite a few. He's going to take me out of the race here tonight. Welcome in, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam, and tonight, well, we got some SF23 racing action here, taking a look at the overall points before we cut live to virtual trackside action. So you see it, yes, we are running the same team names as we do see in the live F1 world here. We had a real good start to the, start to the season for the SSN broadcast, which was last race 2 a week ago at Imola. Talon Drake came away with the win there. Chaz Johnson, how about Jacob, as well as Ben Longstaff there finishing 3rd and 4th. Trevor Thompson, the man, the myth, the legend there, put it there 5th place a week ago. All right, so we're gonna have qualifying here, about 10 more minutes of it. We have so far just about qualified for 10 minutes. This is an open session here tonight. So while these drivers really tend to try to avoid where each other's running here at the track here, Talon Drake fastest so far in the session. Caden Richardson, though, not so far, not quite that far behind him. He's only right now 0.06 tenths, excuse me, that's hundredths there. That's 6 hundredths of a second separating the front 2 runners on lap time. Welcome in here once again. I appreciate every single one of you joining in here live on Stam Studio Network, or if you happen to catch the race broadcast replay. Real quick, before we get live to some more qualifying action, let's take a look at the race info here tonight. We're going to work with a 3.5-mile road course, 11 different turns. Look at that, optimal conditions here for racing. 67 degrees ambient, but up there in the top right, 65 degrees Fahrenheit track temp. There you also see on the top right, like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on Stam Studio Network. Tell your neighbor, tell your dog, tell your best friend here, subscribe, and well, it might just be all worthwhile. Huge merch giveaway at that 1,000 subscriber mark. Get back to some live racing action here. Fastest driver in practice so far. Fastest driver back within qualifying session here. Caden, he's really showed the pace in this SF23 machine. And there you see, that's, okay, I was going to talk about this a little bit later in the broadcast here, but since I'm bringing it up now. There you see the top of this SF23 machine. There's no bright green LED light, but we will start to see that in the race. It'll be solid. And then when the top of this car blinks a blinking green light, that's the push to pass. That's the DRS that these drivers basically have available in these SF23 machines. That'll be fun to watch, especially up here through the S's and down into the bus stop. Caden, he continues to put some real fast, burners down here in practice. Talon Drake, another real fast driver. No, Sean and Tater Curse, there's one of them, Daniel. Look at Drake is hard into that outside Armco barrier there. We're going to have to hop on board, see what happened. I think he was just trying to push a little too much. Yeah, that's hard there as we run through, I believe that's the boot section there. He just tried to carry a little bit too much speed, tried to get on the gas a little too early there, and around that puppy's going to go. Yep. Well, okay. Unfortunately, here, I'll back this puppy up real quick. Take a look This is how much of a simulator iRacing is for this Alfa Romeo stake driver here, Talon Drake. He gets the left sides into the grass, and the grass is a no-no zone here. Unfortunately for Talon, he's going to have to abort his fastest lap time here as that SF23 machine explodes like a firework there after the heavy impact, but he's going to be able to take it back down into pit lane, reset, regroup, and rearm. 5 minutes left to go within qualifying here. Caden continues to be the runner up front, but how about Chaz Johnson? Battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right now is only separated by 0.1 to 0.2 tenths of a second per driver here. Chaz Johnson, he is on a flyer for the Red Bull Racing SF23 machine. See that? I think that's Jason Bryant. Very nice racecraft there, getting out of the way as he knows he got the driver on the flyer there of Chaz Johnson. Chaz, he's going to make that long right-hand carousel here, try to carry the speed, try to carry the momentum. There you see we're not running the NASCAR layouts here tonight. We're going to run the whole course in these SF23 machines. They pretty much what set our Formula One drivers up to where they happen to be now, and I think that's why we continue to run these Formula One teams here. It's a pretty cool touch, Trevor. Shout out everything that this league owner does here behind the scenes. Trevor Thompson, the 420. I believe that's a Jaguar racing machine here. He can head his way up and through the S's here. We'll hop on board and through the bus stop this time because it'll make or break your lap. Just what I mentioned, you're either sending it too deep or not enough into the bus stop there. And well, with only 4 minutes left of qualifying here, these drivers continuing to fight for every inch, every centimeter. I've done that once, not twice, but even thrice here. Thompson hard into the also Armco outside barrier. We'll take an outside look at it here. Tries to push it for every inch once again. Oh man. Once that rear toe link was broken, there was just no handling that machine. Hard impact. I think that's why we're going to see some pretty well racecraft that we have already seen throughout this HyperGrid racing season so far here, because these machines, they're the carbon fiber. I mean, they're pretty brittle. They're pretty I don't want to say, oh, okay, well, that's going to take Talon Drake's lap away there as he runs off the track. But you can't beat and bang, as we do see like in GT3s, GT4s, and even stock cars here. These machines, any sort of open wheel here, I mean, it doesn't go without saying. Just very, oh, Talon, he knows his lap is done here. He's just going to try to weave some bit more temperature into those tires there. How about Jasvir Matharu? He's going to so far be the 7th qualifying position. He's going to make his way down, up, and through the elevation. Not too much elevation here at Watkins Glen, except for down and into turn 1, especially up here and through. I believe that's turn 8, 9, and 10 we're coming to this time. 11-turn track here tonight from the old Glen. That 7-up tic-tac machine for Jasvir. Number 8, he's continuing to, well, we'll see if this lap does improve. So far, looks like a flyer through the first 2 sectors. Let's see as he'll make his way to the start-finish line here. Must bury the flagman. Does he improve? Nah, that lap was a 123.44. His fastest was a 123.16. All right, real quick checking in the old YouTube land here. We got Loom at 91. That'll be that's one of the league owners that I'm about to broadcast a race for right after this one. Daniel, hopefully you're having a very nice evening here tonight. We got Terry in here as well as Melanie. Welcome in. Hellraiser, I joined the webcam channel thingy. That'll be a fun thing to watch here as we do get 2 racing conditions. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got them all there. How about Caden Richardson there? Rate the fresh cut 1 out of 10. I'm going 11, Kate. I'm going 11, man. Appreciate you joining that. That's going to be fun to watch here tonight. All right, there you go. Yes, 11 out of 10. Well, excuse me, 1 out of 10. I'm giving you the 11. Also, I'm giving you the 11 on the lap time. Caden, you continue to be the fastest driver here within qualifying. With only 1 minute left, does Chingiz Akhmatov or Talon Drake have anything for the Richardson racing machine? Here we go. We're going to head up into the the heel of the boot here. Talon Drake, he's going to try to fight for every little inch he can. I don't think he warranted an off track here because Watkins Glen, it's a little bit iffy here with the 1Xs and all that, but we'll have to see if Talon Drake here check his sector time. He is faster, sector 3. Here we go, coming to the line. Does Talon Drake have anything for the pole sitter here tonight? Best lap was a 121.68. Last lap was a 122.08. Does not improve. Chingiz Akhmatov coming through the same sectors here. That mid-7 yellow and baby blue machine there. Driver number 7 so far running the 7th fastest lap. He's going to make his way down and across turn 10 and 11 this time by. Checkered flag is out here for the qualifying session. Does Chingiz improve? Here we'll have to see. He gets loose as a caboose there out of 10. Rounding turn 11 here. It's going to be tight, going to be close. Oh, man, he does improve his lap time, but does not improve his timing on the board. Last driver out here, it looks like Talon he was able to make it down and across the start-finish line before the timer ran out here, so he'll get one more lap before our 36-lap race here coming up from Watkins Glen International. You see him dipping the left sides into the grass just enough to where he doesn't lose grip there. Talon Drake, does he improve? He was on some worn tires there as well. That's hard to improve, especially in these SF23 machines. Talon Drake, 121.822. All right, keep the old chat going. We see you going. We see you go. Sean, welcome in. Welcome in. Dan, you're saying we're going to strap you into the old hood of a jet car. Oh, God. Oh, well, at least I'll get the old bugs in my teeth going. Hellraiser, woohoo! Yes, we do have the old live driver cam tonight. That'll be lots of fun to watch here as qualifying is officially rounded up. We're just waiting for timing and scoring to get updated here. So 36 lap race is coming up. We do have not a virtual, we have an actual safety car here tonight, not the iRacing one, but an actual GT4 Aston Martin machine like we do see within real life F1 racing. Matthew Carmichael, appreciate you coming out and being our safety car driver here tonight. We have a 10 driver field. Taking a look at that 10 driver field here, Caden Richardson put down that flyer there in qualifying. 121.320, driver 82 slaps it on the pole. Talon Drake, he tried to improve there. He even had that extra lap within qualifying at the very end. Didn't improve on the pole sitter there. 0.35 seconds behind him. Talon Drake will start on the outside row here tonight. Zach Cardoso, I believe I'm saying that last name. Correct me. Of course, drivers, correct me anytime that you do hear a name or last name said incorrectly here. Oh man. All right. Well, Zach, he's going to start there in the bridesmaid spot of the inside row there. He'll start P3, putting down a lap 0.854 seconds slower than Caden Richardson's flyer up there on the pole. Ben, a Longstaff driver of the 69, he puts down a 1 second lap. Excuse me, no, that would be a flyer. A 1 second slower lap than Caden Richardson. He'll start P4 here tonight. Chaz Johnson out of the U.S. Trevor Thompson, Lee Goner here tonight. 420 machine. He'll start P6. Chingiz Akhmatov, Jasvir Matharu, Jason Bryan, Diego Valderrama, as well as our safety car driver here tonight, Matthew Carmichael. All right. Welcome in here once again, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. We're going to bring you some action here tonight in the HyperGrid Racing Series. We see you popping off there. Third Musketeer, welcome in as well. You guys best let me know your race picks here in just a few moments' time, because with these start lights about to go out, this is going to be a great, fun race to watch here. Once again, 36-lap race. We're going to dive it down there into turn 1 as well as up through the S's section here. We are just waiting a few moments' time for Barney the Flagman to Oh, throw that Irish-colored green flag racing, green flag out here tonight. Here we go. He's getting ready to do it. These engines are going to come to life. Green flag is out. We are racing at Watkins Glen. Oh, man, Ben missed a gear there on the start. Here we go. Talon Drake, he's going to draw the bead there. He's going to, matter of fact, take it away there from Caden Richardson on this race start. We'll work our way up and through the S's section here. So far, it was clean up until Longstaff. He has now gone around. Drivers starting to single file it out here into the bus stop section up until, oh man, Trevor Thompson, he's already gaining spots here earlier on in the race as I believe Chingiz, he has a slowdown to take here. Here comes Chaz Johnson, he's looking to join this battle as well. That Jaguar racing machine, I believe that was there of Jazveer. Oh no, we got one going around hard into the outside barrier. That's Chingiz Akhmatov down, out and around. We'll get back up here to the race lead and then take 3,000 looks at some race replays. Let me know if audio levels are audio leveling out here tonight as we continue to see a battle for the race lead continue to heat up as we have one spun around in the background. That's Trevor Thompson. You call that the Sean and Tater curse part 2 here tonight. Just talking about that qualifying run and how Trevor was very fast here. Well, at least in qualifying. Well, Trevor, he's going to send it a little bit too deep there. Chingiz Akhmatov is down out of the race. So is Longstaff early on. This could possibly warrant a safety car here, boys and girls. This is quite a few drivers earlier on out of the race. As we come to complete lap 1 here, here's what happened to Longstaff. I don't know if he was caught sleeping beauty on the race restart or just missed a gear here. He tried to make it. Oh, rumble strips is going to what takes it. Ben's life away from him here, and then Trevor Thompson, this is up through in the bus stop. He was so far making it through. Excuse me, first we got to take a look at Chingiz here. Yep, he's going to make his way through at least the S's here, but it's now as we make our way through the bus stop. I think he tries to just carry a little bit too much speed here. He's going to go off the racetrack, keeps it, lives to fight another day, but I believe it's in the toe of the boot coming up here. That's, well, Chingiz just, I've done this one too many times here at the Glen. It's, oh, you try to carry a little bit too much speed, the car just doesn't turn and out into the outside barrier. You are going to go. I'm right there with you, Third Musketeer. Man, what an opening lap of this race. It's a 36-lap race already. 2 drivers so far out of it. We're going to continue under green flag conditions here tonight. Talon Drake continuing to lead over Caden Richardson after taking it away from him on the race start. Zach Cardoso and Chaz Johnson here continue to run 3rd and 4th. So far, though, our biggest mover continues to slice and dice his way up through the field here. That'll be Jason Bryan. He's shown 5 spots gained there as Trevor Thompson tries to gain some spots right there with him after his mishap earlier on in the race. I think Chaz Johnson, oh, that is hard into the outside safer barrier there out of coming to, well, that was out of turn number 11. Thankfully, it's right there in front of the pits. We'll have to see if you have to forgive me. We'll have to see if there is any fast repairs here tonight for these drivers. As man, Chaz Johnson's number 24 Oracle Red Bull machine has definitely seen better days. Third Musketeer, they're dropping like flies out here tonight. In all seriousness, at Watkins Glen, it's such a fun, treacherous track because you have to push these cars to the limit each and every lap. And man, same corner that SVG got taken out there from the old Zilich, the Xfinity race. Unfortunately, Johnson, he gets taken out just trying to find a little bit more lap time here from Watkins Glen tonight. Talon Drake, he's so far led every single lap, but Caden Richardson is starting to make that lead disappear here. Richardson, well, matter of fact, if you take a look at the last lap time history between these 2 front runners, Richardson continues to draw that bead here. There we go, lap 1, it was 0.8 of a second slower. Lap 2, 0.4 of a second faster. Let's see what it is lap 3 here. Oh, it's almost tied here between our 2 front runners. This will be a cool shot here tonight. We are live on board with Caden Richardson as well as the virtual cam. He's going to try to send it down into the bus stop here for the race lead. Smartly backs back out of it here as Talon continues to fight for his life out here for the race lead. We're continuing to see Caden Richardson. He is fighting with tight conditions here tonight. Well, right now, because he can't make his way and find his way past the race leader, you work with so much less downforce available on your front and rear wing. You're continuing to fight it out here. You continue to see, look at his hands go to work on the number 82 machine. Didn't make it happen into the bus stop here, but there's 2, 3, 4 passing zones here from the Glen. We're gonna see Caden Richardson regroup and rearm. Battle for the race lead continuing to heat up, 0.3 of a second separating our two front runners. If you're just now joining us, Caden Richardson was fastest in practice. He was fastest in qualifying as well, but Talon Drake sort of got him on that race start. We'll take a look at the replay of the race start real quick as Caden Richardson, he's gonna get a nice bead drawn there down the S's section there, especially with the DRS and push to pass that is available on these drivers. Yeah, there you see Talon Drake was just able to find first gear a little bit earlier and faster there. There you see the push, the blinking lights up there, that blinking bright green light. When it is blinking, that means that these drivers have push to pass enabled, and when it is steady, that is when they are just turning lap after lap after lap here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my showing of it here. And Talon Drake, we continue to see his little green light blink its life up there as he continues to try and play some defense over a hard charging Caden Richardson here. We're only 5 laps down for a 36 lap race. We got Third Musketeer saying Richardson is in V-carb, as well as Daniel. Lumet91 saying he believes Zach will pull off the upsets here tonight. Probably got the crystal ball out here, Daniel, because as these two continue to, well, they're not fighting each other right now, but as Talon continues to really fight that hard charging Caden Richardson, he continues to grow bigger and bigger in his rear view mirror here. These drivers continuing to bleed a little bit off on their laps here. If live betting was a thing within the iRacing universe here, I'm right there with you, Lumen. I think Zach Cardoso here could have the run for the money. He could possibly steal one away here tonight. There you see it. I was mentioning that bright blinky green light, overtake on, coming through the S's, and that's going to stop as you get on the brakes here. We'll continue to see if Zach continues to have some overtake as battling for the lead continues to ensue here. Caden Richardson, he's going to make it down there and disappear into the race lead. Now that Caden has made it happen, though, will we start to see Caden run away with it? Here's a race replay of it as we are taking a look at the bright blinky green lights here. It was into the bus stop. Caden tried it last time by. This time he had the speed, he had the momentum, able to work there. Here's a little bit of an overhead shot of it. There you see him slicing and dicing down there to the inside. Talon Drake really just had no defense for it there. He lives to, both of these drivers, live to fight another day. But with that little bit of a battle here, just that much, it already presents Zach Cardoso here to present, that was 0.3 of a second faster that lap. He continues to close in this battle for the race lead. Caden Richardson, now that he's got the clean air off the front of that rear wing, as well as the big old rear wing on the rear end of this machine here, I believe we could start to see Richardson run away with this race. Talon Drake, he put up the fight of the century. He continued to retain within slipstream and draft range here. He's continuing to use his overtake down and up through the S's section here. But will we see him find the pace here with only, we're only at lap 7 out of 36. We're running 100% fuel, so it's all within how you're able to manage your brakes, manage your tires here tonight as we'll hop back on board with Zach Cardoso. He continues to try and find a little bit more speed between our two front runners. Oh no, I think Trevor Thompson is in a wall. or he was, excuse me, here. We'll take a race replay of it. This was heading into, I believe this is 7 and 8 this time by. He's going to get a little loose off the exit. He's going to live to fight. Oh, no, Trevor, no. Reflexes like a cat here tonight for the 420 racing machine. I think that was either Diego or Chinguez right there and stopped in front of him there. We'll have to hop on board with Trevor and see what he saw. As, my goodness gracious, things happen quick here at Watkins Glen, especially these SF23 machines. Yep, I think that was Diego up there in front, as that machine will explode like another firework here. It doesn't take too much damage for these, I feel like a broken, too much damage for these SF23 machines to go right down, out, and around. I believe it was Diego here. He tries to go, oh, a front lock up there, going to present him to stop. Thankfully, he does lock the brakes, and it does allow Trevor to make his way down and through that one. We'll get our way back up live to the battle for the race lead. Red Bull Oracle machine continuing to lead the Alfa Romeo Talon Drake. All right, really quick before this race starts to heat up and broil too much here. I'm going to take you through the field. Got Talon Drake. He's continuing to, well, so far led the most amount of laps here tonight, but after Caden Richardson passed him, Caden is continuing to run away with the race lead. Zach continues to run third. How about Jason Bryan here tonight, driver of the number 99 kick machine, or kick stake machine. Jason, he's continuing to find his way down as our biggest mover of the race here tonight after gaining 5 spots since the drop of the green flag. Sean and Tater Curse is going to strike here tonight for Jason Bryan. Out and around he will go. Not too much contact, hopefully not too much damage, as he'll lose 2 spots with that spin. Daniel, I hope you got I hope you're counting it out here tonight, because no, if we're going back to back to back, man, I don't want this to already be 3 here tonight. Oh, I feel bad. The Sean and Tater Curse already striking 3 different drivers, man. That's Jason. That hopefully wasn't too much damage to the side pod or tires of this open wheel machine. Man, goodness. Right when I was talking about him. Chaz Johnson here. Chaz, another Oracle Red Bull driver. Chaz, driver 24. He's continuing to work his way up through the field as he started 5th, continues to run 6th position right now, 35 seconds back behind Jason Bryan, 45 seconds back is Chingiz Akhmatov. Remember, he also had an incident earlier on in this race. Driver number 7 continues to run in the 7th spot where he started. Trevor Thompson, driver number 4, Machine League owner. He's going to head his way down and into the bus stop section here. Oh, Diego's got the black flag. He's going to have to drop 1 to 2 spots if, well, he got it last lap there. Trevor, look at the suspension. My back would be feeling that for days there. Trevor just sends it down into the bus stop. Diego continuing to run 9th after his incident earlier on in the race. Down and through the carousel section, he will go here. Excuse me, I don't think that is carousel. Anyways, Longstaff, the only driver out here. Matthew Carmichael, our safety car driver. We have not had to really bring him out here on track as we've continued to run green. Real quick, if you're just now joining in, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Subscriber number 1, just as important as subscriber number 833 here. Appreciate every single one of you joining in, as well as if you join in on the vertical broadcast that's live for the old social media and YouTube Shorts users. Make sure, if you want, mosey your way on over down into the horizontal broadcast. And if you're already here, there's a little gear icon you can press, and in the top right and top left of your screen, you can bump the quality up here to 1440p 60 FPS. I do believe, if I think I set up that stream key right. Anyways, Caden Richardson, he's continuing to lead over Talon Drake here, coming to complete lap 10, coming to 11 this time by. I appreciate each and every single one of you so much so. I'm going to treat you down here to the sights and sounds here from Watkins Glen. Go ahead and crank this puppy up. I'll be right back with you up here in the booth. slowly crank this puppy back down because we have pit stops ensuing here. Driver that was running second and third, Talon as well as Zach, make their way down and into pit lane right here. Diego also into the pits, but I believe that one is for damage repair there. Let me correct. Actually, no, I take that back. I think Diego is also making his pit stop here for fuel. Yep, there you go, 27. He's going to find his way down and off of pit lane. Diego has had a really nice run here tonight. Even after pitting right now, he's going to fall back to P8. He's still gained 2 spots. Even after everything will cycle back down and around, I believe we're going to see Diego cycle to, I believe, even 5th or 6th position. I have to keep an eye on 27. Man, Diego, keep it up here tonight. Really nice run going so far. This will be a fun ride here into the bus stop. Oh, and listen on board. Okay, Diego, he didn't opt to use too much of the rumble strips there, and you can't quite fault him because we've seen those rumble strips take out quite a few drivers here tonight. Longstaff is still shown out of the race. Jason Bryan, he's going to work his way back up to P8 after he makes his pit stop on lap 10 of the race. We'll have to see where this kick stake driver machine ends up working and cycling his way out to, as I believe we still have, I think that's Caden Richardson who still needs to pit. We should see this driver in this lap. Okay, well that is a big change here because we're going to go multi-class racing here. Just kidding. This is the safety car that is out here tonight. The HyperGrid Racing Series. We're going to slow and row all of these drivers down. That's big because these drivers who just pit, everybody just pit except for our race leader Caden Richardson. So excuse me for Caden Richardson. So will Caden now have to make his way down and through the whole pack? Stick with us here, Stam Studio Network. We're going to get things cycled down, out, and around. We'll be right back with you here. The safety car has spun. No, no. At least no cars were taken out in the process, but oh no. Okay, so we're gonna get all these wave rounds handled here. The safety car spun, but at least no damage. So, I'm interested to see. Okay, just needs to catch back up here. I was interested to see what happened. Do we have a backup safety car on standby? No needed here tonight. Matthew, he's going to find his way up through the race pack. We're going to get some more wave rounds here. I'm glad that we were still on board. Not missing anything here tonight on SSN. We got someone should bump up the signal. Yeah, I think Daniel's. I don't know. Or did I use that word right? That would just bump the safety car. Anyways, well, with Caden Richardson, he's going to let him go right back down and around. We should have at least 1 to 2 to 3 more laps under safety car here tonight. Stick with us here on SSN. We'll be right back with you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam, and it's been a really good race here so far. Caden Richardson and Talon Drake continuing to lead just about the same amount of laps as one another. Talon, he took the lead away from Caden on the race start, but Caden Richardson, he had enough speed, enough pace there to find, he found enough speed, found enough pace, used possibly, did he use a little bit too much over, goodness gracious, what is it called? Push to pass here tonight, the overtake, as once again, when the green lights are on, when the green lights are steady, that is when these drivers are not using overtake, but when those LEDs on the top of these SF23s are blinking, that is how you know that this driver is using some of the only overtake that they have available to them. Let's see if, man, I wish I had a graphic of that, but unfortunately, SDK not giving me anything there in those regards here. Real quick, appreciate all the sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen that all make this happen here tonight. Cotton Bowl Speedway, if you're ever out there, and it's right outside of Austin, Texas, right there in Page. Mary Ann Nauman, H. That's just they just do a tremendous job there with track motion, track preparation, race weekends. Each and every one of them, if you're looking for some dirt track racing. I also do some drone work out there live for their broadcast on Race On HyperGrid Racing as well. Appreciate every one of the drivers putting on a real nice show here tonight. Top 3 continuing to run where they started this race. Jasveer Mathru, he's gained quite a few spots here up since the drop of the original green flag here tonight. I believe this is Jaguar Racing. I believe this is the oh man, I saw it on the side pod. Okay, well, Chaz Johnson, I can tell you right there that the Red Bull driver, he's going to start this race restart in the 5th running position. Chaz, right up to where he started this race. Chingiz Akhmatov, Trevor Thompson, Jason Bryan, Diego, and Ben Longstaff, Ben out of the race. So right now it looks like just 8 to 9 drivers should be coming to take the green flag this time by. There you see these drivers doing everything that they can to work every sort of little bit of temperature, little bit of pressure into these iRacing simulated tires here. There's a reason we call this a simulator and not a video game, ladies and gentlemen, race sim racing fans of all ages. iRacing Simulation Motorsports simulates everything, every tiny little thing that you can imagine. Not only tire temps, tire pressures, brake temps, brake pressures, but as well as track conditions here tonight. They were optimal, but we saw a couple spins earlier on in the race. Right now, this race restart, it's on Caden Richardson. He is on the gas, through the gears. He's going to try and disappear into turn 1. Talon Drake, he's a little bit earlier into the braking zone there. He's going to try to find the speed, find the momentum here as we'll work our way through the S's here. Top 3 runners continuing to run, and where they started here, Jasveer Mathru, Chaz Johnson, Chingiz Akhmatov still, it was single file up here until here comes Talon Drake. He's going to try to dive it down there. He has the spot back. Excuse me, that was Zach there who dove it down the inside of Talon. He sent it door quarter clear into the bus stop. Nice move for a Canadian driver here tonight. Zach makes his way down and up to P2. Top 4 runners continuing to rooster tail grass out the rear ends of the machines. Jasveer, he continues to run right where he started, but here comes a hard charging Chaz Johnson. He tries to find his speed, find his momentum here tonight. Red Bull Racing Machine number 24. He is definitely within the slipstream run now. I believe this is Jazz. Yep, we do have the live driver cam. I'm curious to see, does Chaz use any of his DRS, his overtake here, heading down into turn 1 after turn number 11 this time by. I think he's definitely close enough to it, 0.6 of a second back there behind Jasveer. It's short run versus long run. Do you want the speed right now, or do you want it coming to the checkered flag? Looks like Chaz, he's going to opt to not not use that overtake, but you know who we did see use it? I saw that green light flashed on Chinga's machine there. There you see it. It's going to Yep, continue to lose. Use it and lose it. Both up into turns 1 as well as into the S's here. Side by side once again. That's going to be Talon Drake who takes the spot back into the bus stop. Same spot that Zach made it happen just last lap by. Back and forth, cat and mouse here tonight from Watkins Glen. Oh, what a save for Jasveer. That's going to open the door there, for Zach. And now you have to bear with me, only second race with him here, but Zach with a save of a century. That's going to really start to open up the door for Chaz Johnson in the Red Bull racing machine here. He's going to try and draw a bead here side by side coming through the boots section. Jasveer, he's going to continue to retain the meat in the sandwich position here. Chaz, oh, that was going to be a hard pass to make there if he tried to make it happen here. Chaz continues to run right where he started this race after what was a save of a century for the Zach Cardoso machine. Lap 18 out of 36 here tonight. Matthew, he's continuing to be the biggest mover. He's continuing to draw a bead on the third place runner. Why is third place so important? Not only within the points, but it is the final driver interview spot. But here comes Chaz Johnson up and through the S's. Down to the bus stop we'll go. Hopping on board with Chaz. Let's see if he's able to make a move here. No, he's not close enough to do it. Oh, he might be now, though. His holy Jasveer. He got a little tight. They're coming out of the exit of the bus stop. Chaz not able to make it down and a move down to the outside of him there. Chaz, as well as Jasveer, lives to fight another day. Look who continues to lurk in the distance. That's Chingaz Akhmatov after out and early in the race. Baby blue and yellow machine driver up to number 7. Well, he'll find his way up to P6 now. Oh, Chaz is going to run wide. That'll be another off-track incident. No, excuse me, not through that turn there. Once again, Watkins Glen they're very finicky. Oh, no. Zach has gone down, out, and hard into the Armco barrier. Our one and only Canadian driver here tonight. You got to feel for him. He was running third. He had the speed. He had the pace tonight. Oh, no, he's going to spin it coming out of turn 11, trying to find his way to the pit entrance there. He's got no cars coming back there behind him, so he should be able to find his way down and into it okay. Daniel, don't look now, but your pick is unfortunately out of the... Well, your pick, I'll say our pick. Our pick is down, unfortunately. This is going to... really ruin the chances of winning here tonight for Zach. We've had a couple incidents here. This is, Zach's second one. Okay. Okay, first of all, we'll take a look at Trevor's incident here as I'll try and search for Zach's as well. Trevor, he's just trying it. Oh man, he was trying to get side by side, but unfortunately that Jaguar 420 machine, he lives to fight another day, at least no damage on that SF-23. Okay, I hate to do this here because it's, just because, but we're going to have to bring out the old forklift button here tonight. It did happen. We heard it right in front of our cameraman here. Oh, Zach, he is loose here. He's going to try and save it. Does he overcorrect? No. That thing just already gets yawed out. So yawed out that there's just no trying to save that SF-23, and that's going to be, once again, pretty much race ending damage here. Chingaz Akhmatov, I'm showing, is down into the pits as well as Trevor Thompson. No damage on their machines. This is going to be possibly just a quick pit stop here. Lap 20 out of 36. Chingaz has to catch neutral and then back into reverse to make his pit stop. These drivers are up on the invisible air jacks. Quick tire changes here. That's some of these Super Formula cars do not have quick tire changes, so that's cool to see the invisible iRacing crew start to really put their work into it here tonight. There you see it. The graphics, timing, and scoring right now, it's lacking there for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th on there because Zach, He is unfortunately out of the race at this point. He has taken it to the virtual garage. So is Jason Bryan, so as Diego, and our next driver back is Matthew Carmichael, our safety car driver here tonight. So that's what's going up there with the old-timers, graphics, and scorings there. It should, well, unfortunately, we might have to deal with it there for the rest of the race. But you know what else we're going to have to deal with for the rest of the race is Caden Richardson's blistering pace. He's going to find his way down into pit lane. He should fill this puppy up with enough fuel here to have enough fuel to make his way down into the checkered flag. Here comes Alfa Romeo driver Talon Drake. He's only about 2.9 seconds coming into pit lane there behind our race leader. And then, let's see, 5.5 seconds back on pit entry is Chaz Johnson's Red Bull number 24. Oh no, did Chingas just have an incident? Uh-oh. Well, I think I'm possibly seeing why Chingas as well as Trevor Thompson were both into pit lane. Or is this, let's see here. Oh, well, that is why. Okay. They were coming in for a quick repair here tonight as, oh, no. That's two very talented, some drivers that had some very well paced here tonight that are involved once again here. So Trevor just had nowhere to go. Dunk. We saw Trevor's cat-like reflexes earlier on in the race. Unfortunately, man, is that rear wing. What is the physics with that? That happened last week at Imola as well. Speaking of happening at last week at Imola as well, Talon Drake, he took away the race lead there last week. Chaz Johnson, Chaz continuing to run third place. So right now, second and third, the drivers who ran 1 and 2 from a week ago, they are trying to reel in and chase down Caden Richardson for the race lead here tonight. Chingiz Akhmatov, he's going to have the meatball flag here. Unfortunately, he'll have to find his way down and into pit lane. Richardson, lap 21 out of 36 here. We're continuing to tick him off here. Caden Richardson continuing to show some really nice blistering pace with a 1:22.57 as his best lap. His last lap, though, was a 1:48.25 after that pit stop strategy. Let's take a look at the last lap history here between our two front runners. Only lap 20 was Talon Drake faster than our race leader, but it was only by 0.3 of a second. There you see, even on the pit stop strategy, goodness gracious, 3.3 second gap on lap 21, and that was Richardson continuing to extend his lead. Johnson and Matheru continuing to, well, have, that's quite a difference there on the lap times. That was a lot of pit action there, lap 19, 20, and 21, but there you see, I mean, each and every lap of this race, it's all going to continue to boil down to what is coming up to what will be 10 laps to go here in just a few moments' time. Coming up to what will be 14 this time by as well. I was wondering why the old the sights and sounds here from the racetrack started to sound a little bit quieter than normal, because we're going to have another safety car out here tonight. Caden Richardson, he's going to have to fight off that hard-charging Talon Drake. Talon, we've seen the short road speed tonight for the Alfa Romeo driver. Here comes another, man, Red Bull Racing Oracle, number 24, Chaz Johnson. He finds his way back up to P3 after what was quite a hectic race start for him. There we go, Jaguar number 8, I do believe, for Jasvir Matheru. That is teammate 2, Trevor Thompson. Teammates are going to start 4th and 5th here tonight on this race start. Chingiz Akhmatov, he's going to make his way up and through the S's and catch the fields here tonight. Stick with us here. My name's Sean Sam. You're joining in live on Sam Studio Network. We'll be right back with you after a few words and messages from our sponsors and affiliates.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back in here to the virtual Watkins Glen International Raceway. Here we are live at the HyperGrid Racing Series for race number 3 of the season. And real quick, before we get back live to some virtual racing action here tonight, I want to bring back up the points here once again. We continue to see, once again, yes, we do one of the Formula One racing teams here. That's, Trevor, great job with that. That's something that just adds a really nice touch here to this SF23 league there. Remember, a week ago we saw Talon Drake, Chaz Johnson, and Jacob Tutwiler come away with the race win. Ben Longstaff and Trevor Thompson rounding at the top 5. Continuing to see really nice runs for these drivers throughout the season and their respective teams. All right, we're still under a virtual safety car here. Matthew Carmichael. There we go. Matthew, he's going to continue to lead us under pacing here tonight as that Aston Martin GT4 machine. And that's so cool there. This is another thing that's, well, got to really shout out Trevor here and the HyperGrid Racing Series. We're trying to get this as much to F1 as we can, and hey, right now we're pretty close. Especially these SF23 machines. I think they put on a lot better racing action than F1 cars do here. It'll be interesting. Do we see this iRacing safety car in this lap? Excuse me, it's called virtual, but it's really not. There's a fine line between it. Anyways, Caden Richardson, he's continuing to really work his temps back up underneath caution after temps and pressures have completely plummeted here. I think he's also trying to work some brake temperature in it as well. Go ahead. Everybody down there live in the old YouTube land, go ahead and rate Caden Richardson's fresh cut. 1 out of 10 earlier on the race, man. I gave the myth, I gave the legend himself an 11 there. Caden fresh cut rocking. It's more aerodynamic as well. Should go back to racing this lap. Jonta live there in YouTube chat saying, Jackster Sappin. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Still have Daniel hanging out here with us, as well as Sean saying the GOAT Chica. It's been a lot of fun to watch here. Chingas, he's continuing to run in the 6th position. These drivers weaving all sorts of out here on the track, just trying to get every sort of little bit of temperature into these bonus points here. Who can tell me what racing tire we are racing in these SF23s? Oh boy, teal lettering on the outside. You got me beat. All right, well, I'll wait for that one, the old YouTube lands, as Caden Richardson should have us on this race restart. The field will be in his hands. Talon Drake, Chaz Johnson. Chaz, number 24, he's had a nice run here tonight. Will he have anything for him in the Oracle Red Bull machine? Jaguar's going to run nose to tail there. Teammates 4th and 5th. Chinga is there. He's going to start in the 6th, mild 7, number 7. Here tonight, this race restart. It's going to be a fun one to watch. Let us know who you also have to win here tonight. Daniel got the old 8.4925 out of 10 there. All right, I'm right there with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do right now is if we do go Grace, yep, here we go. I want you to get up. I want you to stand up. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight here because Caden Richardson, Talon Drake, they're both not giving up any sorts of fights here as here comes Chinguez as well as Chaz Johnson. Oh, there comes some side-by-side between teammates right there behind him into the S's section here. Looks like Trevor Thompson, the 420, he's going to find it out there. So far, so clean here as here we go into the bus stop. We've seen this be treacher corner here tonight. Caden Richardson, he's going to continue to find the race lead, hold off the race lead over that hard-charging Talon Drake. Don't look now, but Chaz Johnson also starting to lurk in the distance. Two teammates continuing to run 5th and 6th after that race restart. Coming down our short shoot of a back straightaway here, Caden Richardson, he's continuing to extend his lead. About 3/10 of a second. He's going to push 4/10 of a second here on exit. Here comes Chaz Johnson, what's as well, starting to draw a bead. But right now, I keep cutting back to it here. Battle for 5th and 6th continues to heat up, continues to broil here tonight. That's off that rear diffuser cam of Chinguez, and we'll hop on board the nose camera of Trevor Thompson. He's going to use the overtake here into turn 1. Oh, he's not close enough down there to make the move into turn 1, but take a look at this, up through 2, 3, and 4, through the S's section. He's got the slipstream, he's got the draft, he's got his push to pass pushed right now. Does Trevor have a move here into the inside, as we've seen time and time again, into the bus stop section? He's going to put his sights in on that inside line. Door quarter clear for Trevor Thompson to P4. Caden Richardson still working that same gap of 3 to 4/10 of a second, separating our two front race leaders. Gravel, grass, everything continuing to rooster tail at the end of these SF23 machines here tonight. Lap 27 out of 36, 9 coming to 8 laps to go left in the race. Who takes it all here tonight? Oh boy, I don't mean to make any dogs cry down there tonight. Put them away, because the battle for the race lead continues to heat up, continues to broil here tonight. Daniel, I apologize. I don't need to put the race fans to sleep here tonight. I am coming with some speed, coming with some pace, coming with some excitement up here in the booth, as that is sort of, if you hadn't taken notice by now, that is my roots, and I'm not changing for nobody. Who else isn't changing for nobody? It's going to be Caden Richardson. He's not changing anything. He's not changing his racecraft. He's not changing his lines here coming into the bus stop. But with 3/10 of a second separating him back here once again, hopping on board of Talon Drake. He's got his slipstream. He's got his push to pass. He's got his overtake selected there. Doesn't quite have it going into the outside bus stop. He's going to have to once again find a little bit more speed, find a little bit more pace, continue to work with the dirty air coming out of the rear end of Caden Richardson's machine. Battle for 3rd and 4th also starting to continue to heat up, continuing to broil here for Chaz Johnson. Trevor Thompson, after a very nice race restart here for the 420 Jaguar machine, Trevor starts to very slowly and steadily start to close that gap to Chaz up there for the final driver interview spot here tonight. Trevor Thompson continues to blink. That's just his old internet going for a little bit of a loop-de-loop there. Loop-de-loop and pull. You know who's looking cool here tonight? Caden Richardson, excuse me. He's going to come around to complete lap 28, 29. 7 laps to go this time by oh no, that's Trevor Thompson. I saw that move coming there. He's going to make the outside line work going into the bus stop, or excuse me, turn 1. Here's a real quick replay of it. It was hard because I couldn't tell if it was a blink or not there, but looks like Trevor, yep, just got a real nice run there, had his overtake on coming into turn 1, out of getting a real nice run out of turn number 11 there, the last turn on the track. Speed and momentum continues to play the game here tonight for the HyperGrid Racing Series. Caden Richardson continues to lead. Talon Drake still goodness gracious, the gap has not gone anywhere. 0.4 of a second separating our two race leaders. Right now, lap time set. Oh boy, that's some cat and mouse back and forth. Lap 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Faster is Talon Drake, lap 25 and 27, just about 0.2 of a second. Call it 0.3 was Richardson last lap by. Here we go to complete lap 29, coming to 30 this time by. Look at this. Battles first, second, third, and fourth starting to heat up both for, well, first through fourth here tonight after Chaz Johnson takes the spot back from Trevor Thompson. Does Trevor have it back here into turn one? Looks like it's same move, same story as we saw last lap. Trevor back out here. He's going to take away that P3 spot once again. Here's a real quick replay before. Nope, I'm not going to do it yet. Here we go. There comes a nice move for Chaz. He's going to make the outside line. Very interesting work here. Excuse me, very interesting line choice there going into the bus stop. But with his speed, with his momentum, with his overtake on, Chaz Johnson, he's able to find some nice speed, find some momentum, carries the momentum out of the carousel section. We go down into the boot. Chaz Johnson back up to P3. He gets loose as a goose there out of exit. Here comes Trevor Thompson once again. Trevor's going to be the inside line this time by. Oh, no contact here, but it got close to it. Look at the speed. Look at the racecraft here between these two drivers. Racing etiquette is, oh no, Chingiz once again hard into the outside wall. Side by side once again, Chaz Johnson, he's going to have the outside. Here comes Trevor down into the inside line once again. One set of racing tires normally works better than two there, especially coming out of, I think that was 8, 9, and 10, coming to 11 this time by Trevor Thompson, back up to third place. And real quick, here is how Chaz was able to find his way across and through Trevor for what was P3, but Trevor keeps on fighting it out to your 420 back to P3. Back up here live, this is battle for the race lead here. Caden Richardson, Talon Drake now separated by 1/10 of a second. 5 laps to go from Watkins Glen International. Talon Drake, he's continuing to just hunt him down now as he fights tighter conditions. He doesn't have that the front downforce as well as rear downforce that he has running in the cleaner air. Caden Richardson, he's starting to run a little bit wide as well. He gets some grass on those racing wheels. Caden Richardson, he's continued to run the fastest lap. He's continued to lead the most amount of laps here tonight. As Caden, I don't think I've seen him blink for about 2 to 3 laps now. Just trying to find every single sort of bit of pace he can, trying to hold off Talon Drake as we continue to come down to what is the last few laps here tonight from Watkins Glen International. 0.4 of a second separating our front 2 runners. 0.4 of a second separating third and fourth as well. Down into turn 1, Talon Drake continues to close the gap to the race leader. Look at it and the braking difference there. Talon's probably going to have to result in a 1x incident there as he goes just a little bit wide there out of turn 1 and 2. With doing that, so you carry a little bit more speed, you carry a little bit more momentum, you're going to have that run down coming into the bus stop. This is a battle for the race lead, side by side. Talon Drake down around the outside line. We've seen that work not once, not twice, but thrice here tonight. Talon Drake, he's able to make it work for the race lead, but this battle is not over by any means. Richardson, he continues to have the fastest lap. Richardson, now he's going to have to deal with the lack of front downforce available on that big old front and rear wing for this Red Bull racing machine. Alfa Romeo to the lead, Red Bull to P2, Jaguar to P3. Speaking of P3, go boy go. Here comes Chaz as well as, that's Trevor Thompson in that Jaguar machine. He's going to run the inside. It'll switch back to the outside time this time by Chaz Johnson. He's going to fall back. That number 24 all the way back to P4, but we continue to see the back and forth between these front third and fourth runners here tonight. The battle for the final driver interview spot continues to heat up, continues to broil. The battle for the race lead continues to heat up, continues to broil. There you go, we're looking at it here. Fast cameraman Billy Bob down into the bus stop. We about to head here. Richardson, has he used his overtake just too earlier on in the race? I noticed we didn't see the bright green flashy light there flashing coming out of the S's section. If you have any sort of overtake, you definitely want to use it there, and especially down in out of turn number 11 going into turn 1 on our start-finish straight. Continuing to see that bright green light stay steady, so no overtake right now for the Richardson machine. Right now, 0.5 of a second back. He's not really able to close it, as we're going to see Talon Drake try to work that slipstream, work that draft going into turn 8, 9, and 10. Caden Richardson, he's closed the gap by about 0.05 seconds there. That lap here comes, turn 10 and 11. I promise I'm not having a stroke up here. Richardson, he's fallen back. He sort of botched that exit there. There you see, that is what I was interested to look at there. The blinky green light. Caden, he's got a little bit of overtake left within his number 82 machine, but I think we also saw Talon. Yep, there you see Talon. This light's starting to blink there as well. Is Talon Drake starting to run out as well, because here comes Caden Richardson. He gained 0.2 of a second. They're just going into the S's. That bright blinking green light is coming with a head of steam. Here comes driver number 82 coming to 2 laps to go this time by. Richardson, he's done everything he can to try and fight it back out here for the race lead after leading the most amount of laps here tonight. Sure, it wasn't lap 1. Talon Drake, if you're just now joining us, he took away the race lead here, but with Richardson's pace, Richardson was able to find his way up into the race lead with that Red Bull Racing machine. But right now, the Alfa Romeo driver, number 6, Talon Drake, he's going to come to take the 2 lap to go flag at this time by, if there was one. Drake, he's going to have to play some Super Bowl-esque defense right now. His last lap time was a 122.64. Caden Richardson's was a 122.81. Here we go, 2 laps to go, this time from Watkins Glen International. Who has what it takes? Looks like Chaz Johnson was once again able to make his way back around Trevor Thompson as well. I wonder if it's going to look the same as it did the last time Chaz was able to. Yeah, this is into the bus stop here. Chaz, actually, I take that back, Chaz. He made the inside line work that time by. Nice move into the bus stop for the final driver interview spot. Coming to the white flag lap this time by. Goodness gracious, that got close here. But once again, the racecraft, the etiquette here between our 2 front runners. Talon Drake, he's continuing to have to play the defense of a century, because here comes Caden Richardson. He's going to try and open up the corner here. I don't hate the move here for Richardson. He's going to find some speed, find some momentum here. He's going to give up the last corner entry to make sure he gets the corner exits here. Oh man, this is going to get tight. This is going to come down to a photo finish. Next lap by, as these drivers are coming to the white flag lap here tonight. I would advise you turn your TV down 1 to 2 clicks here, because things are about to get loud up here in the booth. Coming to the white flag lap, coming to 1 lap to go. Does Talon Drake have what it takes to hold off Caden Richardson, the hardest charging driver here tonight for the HyperGrid SF23 Racing Series? Here we go. Looks like it'll be Talon Drake here. All right, into turn 1 here. Last lap until we come to the checkered flag. That's why I started to get a little excited there, because Caden Richardson, I don't think he has any sort of overtake left within this racing machine. Right now, if he does, he is using it all at this point. The bright, blinking green light is flashing for both of our race leaders here tonight. I didn't think either of these drivers had anything left. Looks like Caden Richardson, he had a little bit left. Talon Drake, he also had that overtake, but not enough to withstand the slipstream. The draft here on the white flag lap from Watkins Glen International. Talon Drake, he did what he could. He did what he tried, but right now now. He's got one, call it two more chances left at a race win here tonight from Watkins Glen. We're going to hop on board. His overtake is on. His time left is at 25 seconds. Leave it on for the rest of the race here. Oh, Talon, he goes a little too deep, trying to fight for the race lead. It'll be Caden Richardson. Caden, he just has to keep all four tires on track here tonight. Coming out of turn 9, 10, and 11 for the final time. I got scared coming to the white. I didn't know if Caden had enough overtake left, but he did. It's driver 82 here tonight, Red Bull Racing Machine to victory lane. Got a feel there for Talon, man. He continued to show the pace. He continued to show the defense up until just had nothing for the hard charge that Richardson had there coming up into the bus stop. We've seen the outside line work into the bus stop, not once, not twice, but thrice here tonight. Richardson, he's going to make it work for the race win, coming to the checkered flag. Jazz Johnson, Trevor Thompson, Chinguez will finish the top 5 spots here tonight. Stick with us here. I'll bring you the unofficial race results here in just a few moments' time. Also, stick with us. I'm going to bring you the old top 3 driver interviews. Congratulations, Caden Richardson. Back and forth. Going to take the checkered flag here tonight. Talon Drake, he had about 1 to 2 more chances, but unfortunately that front lock up there on the white flag lap got the worst of the number 6. Jazz Johnson will finish 3rd. Trevor Thompson 4th here tonight. Chingiz Akhmatov, Desvir Mathru, Zach Cardoso, Jason, Brian, Diego Valdemarama, I believe there. Ben Longstaff and our safety car driver here tonight, Matthew Carmichael, going to take the 11th finishing position here tonight. Appreciate everybody joining in live on Stam Studio Network, or if you happen to catch this race broadcast replay, stick with us here. Once again, we'll get the top 3 interviewed here in just a few moments' time. Hey, Caden Richardson, this is Sean Stam up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Congratulations on your race win here tonight. That I got scared there coming to the white flag, but it looks like you had enough speed, enough momentum, and take the checkered here. What was going through your mind with that, immaculate run of speed through the bus stop on the white flag lap?
No, I don't know. I made sure to leave a little bit of overtake so I could get most of the race done with for that final lap. Me and Tyler have been taking that off track for turn 1 most of this race, so I decided, hey, he's going for it, I'm going for it. Let's try to get this run on him. So got the run, managed to get by him, which that was key, but I wasn't backing out, to be honest. So it was going to be a tight move. Had a few other places where it might be risky, but that downhill left-hander, he's a bit slow through. His braking marker is a bit early compared to mine, so he can't really dive there. There's not really many other places to dive on this track, so I was pretty confident after that move was done.
Great move, great race here tonight, Caden. That was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you for not only being, just a great man overall rounded, but as well as putting on a great battle for the fans here tonight. Lots of fun to watch here, Caden. Who makes it all possible? Is there anybody you'd like to shout out for your race win here tonight?
Of course, I put in a lot of work myself. My race team, Arte, also helps me a lot. They give me setups from p1docs.com. Gotta thank the league owners for putting on this show. Gotta thank the safety car driver as well. Unfortunately, he's spun during that moment, but it was a better experience than the last safety car I did in the league. So,
oh man, that's great to hear, Caden, and it's fun to watch there, especially because you never know what you might get with a real safety car driver compared to the old iRacing one. But Caden.
Yep.
I appreciate your time here tonight. Appreciate you once again putting on a show, and once again just being a great person there overall there, not only on the racetrack but as well as off. Caden, congratulations once again on the race win here tonight.
Thank you.
That being said, I believe we have Talon Drake up here in the broadcast booth here, driver who ran P2, I believe.
That's P3.
Oh, okay, sorry. Talon, all right, we're waiting for you up here, buddy, but we'll catch up here with Chaz Johnson. Chaz, you got a copy, man?
Yeah, here.
Walk us through it. What was it like? 36 tough, treacherous laps here from Watkins Glen International. I don't know about you, Chaz, but this is one of my favorite road courses.
I grew up watching lots of NASCAR. So
Yes, there you go.
probably- Yep, this is top 3 for sure. But no, I just driven this track so much. I was a little bit slower than about, probably would have been top 6 if it was all on pace. I had a spin going into last turn, don't remember what lap, but that put me down, got a safety car, which was nice. And yeah, just was able to gain positions, had a really good fight with Trevor, so shout out to him. We had a couple banging of wheels, it was a good race, but managed to grab a P3, proud of that.
Well, that was a lot of fun to watch here. Man, what is it like trying to handle these SF23s compared to maybe some of the other iRacing cars available, like maybe even the Super Formula Lights, or even, do I dare say it, the iRacing F1 car?
F1 cars are so fun, I love racing.
Really?
Try to do
yeah,
they're fun.
I hate that the series has died out ever since they first released it.
Yeah, people need to race it more. They need to throw wet tires in there.
Hey, there
That'll
you
be
go.
fine.
iRacing, if you're listening, there you go.
We just need wets.
Well,
People
Chaz,
come
before we
crawling
let
back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I was just going to ask you real quick before we let you get going. I appreciate you taking your time for this quick interview after the race. And is there anybody who really makes it all happen for you here?
Obviously the league owners. Thanks to them. Thank you for streaming it. Super cool. And then again, thanks to the safety car driver. Probably a bit better than the one we get in iRacing. A lot funner to watch.
I'm right there with you, Chaz. Congratulations on the final podium spots here tonight, and keep up the great run, man. We saw you there, P2 last week from an Imola. Nice run in the points so far this season. Keep it up.
Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. Well, Talon, we're still, let's see here. Okay, I'll give him a few more moments in case our race winner from last week, Talon Drake, is down around for an interview. I've actually, if I'm remembering right, I think he said from last time he was not, but he would like to thank all of the drivers out here on track that continue to race him cleanly, as well as the broadcast as well. So Talon, we appreciate that. We appreciate you keeping your pace and racecraft up as well. And shoot, all the drivers here tonight. Really nice pace, really nice racecraft. A lot of fun to watch here tonight on SSN, and stick with us. It's only race 1 out of 3 here tonight. I'm about to be NASCAR broadcasting it up here at the next 2 races. Next one's live from Las Vegas, and then I believe we head to... I'll have to double check. All right. I appreciate it, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. Take care, and make sure, if it's something that you liked here tonight, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you, everybody.